Wait a sec. I don't know. Is anybody out there? Share. Copy link. And paste. I hope. There we go. There we go. She's back. Who are you? I'm texting you guys. I'm texting you guys to get back here. I'm texting you guys to get back to the live. Because it made a new live. Because we lost it. We lost it. So, we're back. I put it in the live. Okay. So, we're going to tap this purple in. We're doing 100% juice. Because we're doing like a cool blend. So we're going to do purple into some blues. Purple into some blues. And then I'm going to clean. I would like to clean this. I'll just use this. Rags right there. My butt is here now, but internet is iffy. Stamper Girl Delise, by the way. Hello, how are you? I don't know if you caught the tail end of the live we just got kicked out of. But look! Look what we made! We made a rainbow ink pad. Look it. We made a rainbow ink pad. You gotta go watch the other part of the video. Right now, we're doing a cool blend ink pad. I've got some 100% juice. We're gonna run that into some this one, Midnight Snack. Nope. Oh, the things you you can't tip these, but it caught in there and it ran up. And it's not exactly what I wanted to do, but it's okay. We'll fix it. We're being extra gentle. And then we'll put more purple over the blue. This one is a little bit trickier to get, but we'll get it. We'll get it. Okay, so that was Midnight Snack. And then we're gonna run into a little bit of Remember Me. A little bit of Remember Me. And you just gotta press it in there. Because it will just kind of sit on the top there. pull that down just a little bit more because I don't want a ton of the next color. Pull that down just a little bit more and then break up a blue. Break up blue. And then we'll make our own blue right in the center there where they meet. Break up blue. Break up blue. Remember me. Midnight snack. And a little bit of our purple. I think that's gonna blend a little bit too much. I don't know. And if we don't like it, we don't like it. We'll do something over the top if it's too bad. But I think it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. We can do this. We can do this. Okay. We just did a myriad of blues. And a purple. I don't even know. I really need to not take all their lids off at the same time. Oh, that was a purple. Poops. See? I don't even know. That's a purple. Oh, that one looks like that one. I don't know. We'll say that one goes there. We'll go there. Ginger Cat Lady, Mama Juju, hello, hello. Craft by Jay, hello, sir. Okay, so we got the blues on this. This is the new blank Stellar. The new blank. It's blank, and then you can fill it with whatever you want. And we're gonna get our paper, and we're gonna swipe it. How do we want to do this? We're going to do it like this. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? I need to add more Blake Up blue down there though. Oh, look at that. And then we're going to turn it. Oh my goodness. And then we're going to turn it and pull it the other way. Now I'm being slow and gentle because it's foam. So I'm going to get this kind of lined up. It ran out of ink. That's okay. It's okay. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. We're gonna pull it. So we're gonna go from. We can do this. I keep looking at it, making sure I have the colors in the right spot. Oh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Like a little sky bottom. No. Foam is fun. This is fun. It is not life. We use. Girl's broken. You guys just ignore her. She's okay, but she's broken. And now we're gonna label our thing, and we're gonna make sure, I want my dark part at the top. That one didn't, it's still really pretty, but not quite right. We'll add that breakup blue at the bottom. But look at that. We just swipe the lid. Look at that. Look at that. So beautiful. I'm all looking for the lid. You guys, I'm looking for the lid. Sometimes I'm a dork. Don't mind me. We let that set in there and soak in a little bit, and then we're just going to wipe it off. Yeah. Oh, yes, because the tops of the pads do not have a coating. So you can see on these, see the ring light there? Their printed ones have a coating. These ones do not. So you can use the ink right over the top. And you can swipe it like I did, or you can use a blending brush if you're doing a full one color. I'm definitely going to need some more of these because, well, yeah. And then we're just going to swipe in one direction because this is a rainbow and I don't, look at that. Oh, so pretty. And I love that it goes right into the ink. Like the word ink has got color. So we did a rainbow on the die, the felt. The felt has a nice beautiful rainbow. Felt is going to be a little bit more on the grungy side. And then on the foam we did a blues because, well, yeah, there's that. I know, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. We made our own pattern paper. Who doesn't love that? Black Widow with all your alcohol markers. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And you will be so happy that your yellow stays yellow. Okay, so we did this. Let's grab a polar bear. And hopefully not get him dirty this time. Or we do. I don't know. Let's grab a polar bear. Polar bear. Please hold. I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning because I have a hot mess of stuff going on right now because, well, we've just been playing and not cleaning. And I need to write these colors down. Breakup blue. Remember me. Midnight snack and 100% juice. I need to write those down on the back of my thing. There's the bear's paper. There's the bear's feet. Put that away. Put that away. Put that away. I don't even have a home for these, you guys. Well, I will. I will have a home for them. I just got to figure out how I'm going to have a home for them. There's so many goodness. So many goodness. In the rubbish bin. In the rubbish bin with you. Okay. So we're going to do, I think we're going to do this guy. Again, we're not going to make him wintry, but you totally can because, well, that's your prerogative, right? And since I pulled out my trees, I think that's the insert to that one. I'm just going to die cut a couple of trees. Yes, Black Widow. I told you. That's why. I told you. I don't have a home for most of my stuff, so there are piles. I try not to trip over girl. You just got. Oh, this little tree is trying to escape. Uh-oh. Am I missing a tree? I feel like I'm missing a tree because I've got 2 of those, and that goes. Those don't go. Those are different. I feel like I'm missing a tree, you guys. Oh dear. I'll have to check. Because I feel like I'm missing a tree. Because that is the inside of that one. That's the inside of that one. And I have the insides to another one. But where's he at? And I have my snow globes stored a little bit differently because I just want to make sure it didn't fall out while we were sitting here. Oh, it sure did. It sure did. It's on the floor. I found it. Yeah, I like Black Widow, and you're gonna be so happy with the markers. It just, yeah, okay. Crisis averted. Okay, so the polar bear, this one's gonna be easy too, right? We've got the body, and then we got legs, and then we have holes for the eyes and whatnot. And you guys, what we're gonna do with that is gonna be so stinking nice. Somewhere, yeah, okay. And then the feet. Okay, so we're just gonna use pops of color, which we're gonna add pops of color to our other bear, but I want to do it like when we're leaving, because I will stick my fingers in it and it will be a hot stinking mess, and I don't want that. Now if I had the Scout, I could easily cut these 2 together, but there's not quite enough room. You see, he's too close to the edge. He's not gonna cut because I don't have the Scout. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna pout because I don't have the Scout. I'm gonna pout because I don't have a Scout. No. Sorry. Don't mind me. I'm just your average crafty weirdo. Weirdo. Cindy loves jewelry and paper. Hello. I'm always slightly sus when someone says it's going to be easy. Oh, it's going to be easy. Because it's just 2 pieces. 2 pieces. We're not even doing the fiddly bits. Because we got to keep it simple. But you can do the fiddly bits. You can cut out the little cheek and the little eye and the little nose. Not me. Oh, no. I'm not cutting those out. I didn't sign up for that. Dr. Seuss in the house. You're weird for a human and pretty not weird for a cat. Alright, so we got our polar bear. Polar bear. Ta-da! Look at that. See? And then when you do his tootsies, okay, they're in the back. These are the back legs, which means viewing is going to be further away, okay? So this foot is standing back there. If you put the feet at the same thing, it's not going to be right, okay? If you put the back feet forward, you got an alien polar bear on your hands. You want the back feet in the back and slightly higher up than these Tootsies. Okay, so when I go across with a straight thing, the back feet should not be touching because they're back there. They're back there. Okay, so just keep that in mind. That all your things, you're not gonna want them on the same line. So you just want to snug them in a little bit. Snug them in a little bit. And then we're gonna do some stuff. We're gonna do some inkies, which I'm just gonna do alcohol markers. Frozen coffee. It's still frozen. And my hubby picked it up at noon. It is now almost 4 o'clock. Yes, it's fabulous. This one's a blue-gray. This might actually look really nice. Let's make sure it's not too dark, though. I think this will be fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come and figure this out just a wee bit. And then I'm just gonna do I gotta come down a little bit more. I should have just glued it on. Holy mogoly. Okay, we're gonna go there, and we're gonna go there, and then we're gonna go up, and then down. There. See that? We made a little shadow. And then his underbelly, not to the edge. Not to the edge. Because his belly's not on the ground, so some light can get in there. So we're going to just do a shadow, not to the edge, and then we're going to come up this way, and then we're going to put some of these scratchy marks right where they do this stitchy part for a hint of fur. We're going to do that for a hint of shadow for that, and then we're going to do that, and then we're going to do that, and then we're going to do that, and then maybe a little bit down that side in his toes, because why not? So it's not perfect. It's not perfect. Chicken Little Bear? What? Alien Polar Bear. So you don't have to do anything spectacular. If you don't like your lines, if your lines are a little harsh, you're going to go in with your colorless, what is it? It's alcohol marker. It's alcohol in there. And you're just going to go swipey swipe, swipey swipe, scrubbity scrub, scrubbity scrub. Okay. Right over everything. Nothing fancy. And that will soften up your areas. We'll soften them up. Oh, where's his back legs? Found him. We're just going to add a little bit of that colorless blender right there too. So it's going to soften those little bitties up. And there it is. Look it. And that nice little white stripe under there, because we didn't go all the way to the edge, gives that little separation from the back legs. I know. Sometimes things just... That's our bear. How easy was that? I told you it was going to be easy. There's a polar bear in your tub. What's the polar bear doing in your tub? Let's get these legs glued on before I lose them. Rah, rah, rah. Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Oh, Isn't that gorgeous? I know. I know. We need like a little hill. I think we need a little hill for him to walk on. Our little things are not long enough. I've had these for a little bit. They're almost due. They're avocados. Anna Moret paid for them. Remember, we made our avocado paper. Our avocado card. We made the avocado card as a thank you for my nails. Thank you for subscribing. Awesome sauce. You guys, we have a new subscriber. Oh, yeah, they are avocados. Because we had for a while an avocado that would dance on the screen. Yeah, no, they're not aliens. Well, they could be. I mean, they're avocados with arms and legs. It's not normal. Could be an alien. But let's get this rolling. And then I think we're gonna take some trees from our Simon Hurley snow globe. I have like 3 sets of the snow globes, and what I did is I totally just took, ooh, you know what? I think we'll use these ones. But I took and I put all the trees from all the snow globes on one thing, and I took all of the critters. So I organized my snow globes different. This is stuff from 3 different snow globes. So just have that in mind if you're looking at my snow globe stuff and you're like, wait. Because I stored them a little bit different. It's a little bit easier for me trying to find all the pieces. But we're gonna give this guy some land. And it's not winter, so, but he's a polar bear, and they do have, I want to say rock area and stuff, so I think we're going to do, like, ground color. We're going to get some gur. Because the felt, oh, look at that. The felt is going to give us some of that. Let's see how I like that. Oh, I like that. And that's almost like a little wisp of a cloud. I love that. Oh, I love that. That was easy. But I don't want it straight. Do I want it straight? I want it mostly straight. So in order to make it mostly straight, we're going to first put the lid on this, and we're going to move that out of the ink pile that we just made. And for the most part, we're just going to kind of cut, but not straight. So we're just going to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay? So you can see, it's not perfect, but it's not too wavy. We just did wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then that's our dirt. That's our dirt. Dirt. A jar of dirt. Anyways. And if you guys are just joining, this is a 2-part live because the first part said I'm done. I don't know. I didn't say I was done. It said I was done. So it was kind of rude. It's kind of rude. And then we're just going to trim that. I don't know if that, I might have cut that too short. I might have, but I don't know. We'll find out here real quick. There's that. There, oh no, look at that. Oh, look it. It's perfect. And then we'll trim this up because you can see I didn't swipe perfect. Because, yeah. Too good to swipe perfectly. If you guys can swipe perfectly, more power to ya. But, yeah. You're just weird. You're weirder than me if you can swipe perfectly every single time. I'm just saying. And that's okay. But we're not perfect. We're not perfect. We're going to put this on here. I'm going to set it up a little, because I don't need to trim a bunch off the top. I'm going to trim a teeny bit off the bottom. Okay. Trimmy trimmies. Trim trim cheroos. We're going to take most off of this side. So we're going to go down to whatever that is. Look at that. And then we're going to turn and do the other side. And we're going to take it down to 5 1/4. 5 1/4. And then we're going to trim a little bit off the bottom. And then we're going to trim a little bit off the top. And we're going to go down to 4. 4. Tear a hill. You could totally tear a hill. But I did not. We just did a little cutty cut. And again, don't be afraid if something doesn't swipe right or whatever, because you can make it work for you. As in this case, it looks like a little bit of sky. And this could be water, like a reflection. It doesn't have to be all the things. And then we're gonna glue that guy down. Glue his leggings. Oh yeah. And then we're going to put this guy, I'm going to put him over here because there's a dot. There's a dot there that I want to. Isn't he the cutest bear? Oh my gosh. My affinity for bears is my mom. My mom loved bears. Bears. She liked the bears. And so there's a little place in my heart for bears. Oh, we forgot to put trees down. You guys, you know what? No trees. Another crafty lie. I said we were adding trees, and then we're not adding trees. That's what we call a crafty lie. I should have put the trees down first. But it's okay. You could totally put a tree on, but I'm not. Because I really like this, just like this. And then we have white polar bear. So we can bring the white back in. Like so. Look at that. Oh, so fabulous. And then we need to ground him, because he's a bad bear. No. We're going to ground him so he's not floating around in La La Land. I will be posting pictures on Instagram, in my Discord. Discord, you guys! That's in my link tree. Thank you, Anna Moret, for sharing the link tree. So if you guys play around in Discord and you like sharing photos and stuff, I have a Discord channel. So we have a chatting community over there, because I'm still grounded on Facebook. I can't get into community chats on Facebook. So Discord is our community chat area. I still post stuff on the Facebook wall for Chat with Sassy. I can't get into the community chats. So those are going to go away. So there's that. There's that. We made that with that. We made this with that. And our little dude's got a fingerprint on his bum. It's just there, you guys. So there's that, right? So foam full, felt fluffy. Foam full, felt fluffy. I don't know. Does that work for you? But you can now make your own. You can make your own. Can you use other people's stuff in these? Yes, you can. The labels will just be wrong. But you can. Should you? No. Yes. No. Yes. if you love the foam, if you're foam, you can buy the blanks. If you love the foam, you can buy the blanks and put the old felt colors on the foam. There are colors that are being discontinued. As soon as I'm able to let you know, I will let you know. I put Minty Fresh. I put Minty Fresh on a foam. I homemade Minty Fresh. Okay. So you can take old colors that are maybe going to be discontinued and put them on the new foam. You can take the new colors and put them on the felt, which are being discontinued. The colors will no longer be in the felt unless you put them that way, which I will be. Which I need to buy another felt. Well, I need to buy a felt because these Ranger hooked me up. They gave me 4 of each so that we could play. And I'm super duper excited and that I got to play with them and show you guys how easy they are. And then we did our swatching. There's Minty Fresh and come here you. There's 4, okay? And I do swatch both. So I have 4 swatched in the foam because they're different, okay? Down in the description box for you, hopefully, I don't know, I'll have to check the new one. There's for the Simon Hurley, which is felt, and there is a link for Stellar, which is foam. Okay, so they're both the same price, and you can pick them up at Ranger. And this is also linked down in the description for you. The Polar Pals for Ranger, you can order them there using my affiliate links, or you can get them wherever you shop. And I do have other affiliate links. They're in the description in the link tree that Anna Moret so graciously shared and stuff. But that's what we made today. I had a lot of fun. And before we go, and I'm done, we're gonna give these guys some eyes and noses. And this polar bear, they're gonna have blue eyeballs because we can make them any color that we want. So I've got a little bit of popsicle, and I'm gonna put this right in the eyeball because there's an eyeball hole. See that? I just filled the eyeball in. That was easy. I know. I didn't lie about that, you guys. That part's easy. And then we've got the black. And I always give a little test squeeze because I don't want it exploding all over the place. And then I'm going to touch it to the nose. And there is a little debossed line that kind of tells us where the nose stops. So there's that. And then, you know what? We're going to take a little bit of this and we're just going to give him a little bit of a heart on his butt. Maybe. Gave him a little heart on his butt, right over the inky spot. And then this one's got a little cheek line. So we're going to go with... That's clear. This is white. I think we'll just accentuate the cheek with a little bit of white. No, we're not. Not white. Not white. I don't know. We'll use pink. We'll just throw everything around. Oh, this is not pink. That's purple. Pardon me. It looked different over there next to the pink. I thought it was a lighter pink, but it's not. And then again, there is a little dent. So I'm just gonna tap that around in there. And this is why I do it last, because I will stick my fingers in it. So I'm going to pick one up, get a grip, and not drop it. But there's our glossy accents for the nose and the eye. So you do not have to worry about those fiddly bits if you do not want to. Glossy accents. Pops of color. That thing. I think Later Gator has a stellar pad in the bundle I got. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it is Later Gator. Yes. Yes, Later Gator's a nice one. And then our rainbow one, we took the card base and we did the swipe. And then our panel, also the swipe. And then we trimmed our panel and added a little bit more blue so that it would pop. And then we put it on foam. And then we stuck our finger in some ink. We got stuff everywhere, you guys. And we just gave him a little heart on his butt, and we did that. It was Later Gator and 4. Yeah. What about the ears? Well, you can do whatever you want with your ears, but I'm done. I'm done. Yeah. I think they look good. I think they look good. You could totally use the stuff. But yeah. Oh, we gotta ground them. You guys. We forgot to ground them. Shh. Please hold. Are you the one I want? Are you the one I want? No, you're too dark. Hold on. We gotta get our grounding material. Okay. So some of your colors, this is a cool gray. And see, it just makes the area darker, and that's all we're going to do, is we're just going to make the area darker. And so if the sun is shining this way, he's going to make a shadow that way. And then we'll fan that out. Okay, and then the shadow can be anywhere on this one because the sky is just kind of right. So, but we do want to ground him. So I'm going to send the shadow. I think I'm going to send the shadow forward. Because we can do whatever we want. And if your shadow's not dark enough, you can go back in. But, yeah, I think I'm going to go back in with that one. I got to be careful. I'm going to use my colorless and just kind of blurb out the bottom part of this shadow. Here we go. And then I want his shadow just a little bit darker. Just a little bit. Just a little. Ooh, that's too dark. Too dark! That's why we swatchy. Swatchy, swatchy. That's not dark enough. I just need a little bit. Ooh, what about a gray-green? Because we are on dirt. This one is a neutral gray. That's better. Hopefully it doesn't dry too light. That's nice. There we go. So then we grounded them. a little bit. There. What blue did you use to do the eyes? I used the darker blue, which this one is called Royal Blue. Did I use that one? Yeah. I was thinking, because there's also turquoise waters, which also would make a nice eye. But it's kind of weird. Oh, da, da. Meow. That was from Linux. Linux is such a good voice. Okay, so there's our cards, and then we walk away. We walk away and let things dry because we don't want to touch it. But how beautiful is that? And this card right here, prime example why both pads are important. Felt, foam. Okay, our dirt would look a little weird if it was smooth like that. But you could totally have smooth dirt. By all means, have smooth dirt. And then you can take a marker and kind of zhuzh it up. But, yeah. Foam and felt. Two different beasts. Felt and foam. But I had a lot of fun. And I want to thank you guys for hanging out even when the other live crashed. As we made some beautiful, beautiful stuffs. Look at that. I gotta write these. I don't know what to name them. I don't know what to name them. I feel like we should name them something fun. I'll have to think on that. But yeah, so that's what we did today. We went through and we filled our ink pads. Again, if you need some more inspiration or a little bit more detail on how to do these, Simon Hurley does have a video out on these, so you can see how he's done it. Go back and watch the first part of this 2-part live, and you can see real time doing these. So if you're having issues and whatnot, you can go through, and you're gonna leave them set for a day or two, and then you're gonna go back and probably add some more ink, because eventually it will need to seep down. Okay, but yeah, so there's that. Thank you so much, everyone. Carrie, thanks for popping in. We are headed out. Carla, you take it easy, my friend, and we hope to see you for a long time. Stay with us. Stay with us. And I will be live tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern on Twitch. I think I'll be playing... Oh, I'm finishing up my painting. I'll be finishing up my painting. So come hang out with me on Twitch and see what that is all about. 8 p.m. Eastern. Until then, next time, you guys, have a great crafty day. Stay safe out there. Stay cool, dry, fabulous. Stay fabulous. That's what we're going for today. Stay fabulous. Let's send you out with some music.